Below, see the first two parts. If you haven't done the 4-month advanced course by Landmark Worldwide, I don't work for them. I don't represent them. Nothing to do with them. It's 2 5-day courses, $915 each before discounts. No, and then to go and do some flower. Wow. Dale's saying that she has pretty great things going on in her life, and yeah, she's just like kind of confused as to how the forum really works. It seems like that really changes my view about that place. The way it works is there's all the world's knowledge, and there's what you know and what you don't know, and then there's this whole other realm of what you don't know that you don't know, and you're kind of unaware that you're unaware of it. Oh, that's really quite interesting. So okay, so you go to this forum. What happened? Yeah. Well, first of all, I was a little Miss Prickly. What the hell's going on with these people? There were, I think, 100. Yeah, we all judge. Just be aware of your judgments. I mean, of course, you're the little voice in the back of your head, the voice that's saying what little voice is going to be going off like what the hell's going on and who are these people and da 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 da. But it's not done in person anymore. It's just a Zoom call, so I think that is a lot minimized at this point. Okay. Oh, we should be clear here. So the forum is 127, maybe an average. I don't know. I believe in more populated countries, they do it in like 250 people in one weekend. But yeah, it could be low as 75. It could start with 127 and then go down to 80. You know what I mean? It's just depending on having it work, and not everyone can make a 3D course work, or they realize something mid-course that they're like, all right, this is not going to work. I really have to like reschedule this. 3-day. Right. Solid wall-to-wall workshop, right? It's like packed long. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of breaks and all that. Long days, 1, 2, 3, and I think the way I described it now is it's like a. Did you think enlightenment and nirvana was just going to happen like that? I mean, it does happen in an instance, but there's a few conversations to cover. It's not like it's not going to take what it's going to take. So, 5 days. If you know another place that you can get all that in 5 days, please tell me. Friday, Sunday, and then a brief revisit on the following Tuesday or something. Is that how you went? Always. And then there's a 10-session seminar series that's included in the first 5 days. It's called Landmark Forum. And it's called Landmark. It was called Landmark in Paper. And the Landmark Forum is first course at office. So that gets 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 9 a.m. until completion. Whatever completion is. It's now Landmark Worldwide. Because it's not really education. It's not really knowledge. It's discovery. It's not really information. It's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then back at 9 o'clock the next day. Yeah, they don't go that late anymore. Maybe in the 90s they went to 2, 3 in the morning. I don't know, but and I would believe that would be staff going to 2, 3 in the morning. I don't think anybody taking the forum ever went to 2, 3 in the morning. Maybe like when in the 70s or 80s. But people's ego and craziness going on in the 70s. It took something to stand up to some tough guys. You know what I mean? They do this in the prisons with 250 prisoners and no guards and 5 of them, and make a real difference that makes a difference in the prison. I don't think they do that anymore, but they did, and it worked. Their trials. It was 2 weekends. They started to shape it. There are changes within the company that started to shift to change, kind of to work with the more modern. Yeah, on the 3rd day, we get that there's change and there's transformation, and people don't change. So they didn't really change. They just transformed, and now it's wholly different and new actions. So any concerns that you had would never happen again. Although it sounds like you had a pretty wonderful life now and a pretty great experience doing the forum, and you're just, again, kind of like, how does it work? The dynamics of life, because 2 weekends, getting people back and hard work. Oh, I'm sure they had a huge attrition rate. Yeah. Huge attrition rate. I'd say they have a huge rate of people that have been skeptical, which is totally welcome. Skeptical and closed or not open to what's possible in their forum. And that's I'd say the wide variety of people who say, oh, I had a friend that told me about that. Oh, I had a colleague that told me about that. Yeah, but they don't have attrition, right? People do the forum and then they don't do the advanced course, which, hey, if you haven't done the advanced course, it's worth every penny. And people then don't take any courses after the advanced course, and it's not really like an attrition. You're not losing anybody. They got what they got out of those 2, and that's it. 1 sec. Okay, no problem. Can you shut this? This button in the middle do. I don't remember if I made it.
That's right. Yeah, narrowed it down to three.
Yeah, it's 2 5-day courses, so you don't you can space them out. I spaced mine out. I waited a few years in between the form and the advanced course, and I don't suggest that. I anyway, I don't have any regrets about it, but if I could do it again, I would do the advanced course like pretty soon, right after the forum.
3 days one evening, except Israel. So Israel, because of Shabbat, they were an exception to the rule, and yeah, they were the only country in the world. That was the only country in the world could have anything different. So yeah, so 3 days one evening. In the beginning, so the first section is to set up who had been pressured. So it's basically the rules of the course, and that is no drugs, no.
Who had been pressured? Yeah, if someone felt like they were pressured into being there, they should leave or get out what they were concerned about being pressured, because that wasn't the intention. The intention was them getting what they wanted, and that's it. Okay, no drugs,
no notes, no photographs,
photographs,
no names, and then the forum leader would start with, so who's been pressured, well, in my particular one, who's been pressured to be here? About 30 people put their hands up, me included, because this guy PK had just been nagging me to do it, and I couldn't find answers, so I just felt myself the pressure. So he went through to ask the kind of
yeah, I mean, I could see how it would come off as nagging. That guy, Peter, I don't know what his name was. He was, happy with his life, and he saw that you were dealing with something, and dealing with something could be a good thing. You know what I mean? It could be, I'm dealing with how to grow my team. Like that's like, it doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing. And wanted you to have that. And if that occurred to you as nagging, then on behalf of him, and I don't know him, I take full responsibility for that. It wasn't meant to be nagging. And it sounds like 5 years ago you got everything off your chest, so you're probably pretty pleased with the results that you're still getting out of that time period that you spent.
Did they say that you had to?
Yeah. So if the companies that are bringing up pressure are not the ones pressuring people, I got to tell you, the people that are like pressuring people, convincing people, they're the people like skipping over this stuff.
There was no consequences if you didn't, and then some people put their hand.
Yeah, no consequences. You can
unless you have a story, you don't.
So yeah, it's fully your choice. It's just super beneficial to the people that have done it. So they are excuse them for being a little having fervor about them, about you seeing what's possible out of the forum.
People put their hand down. So gradually he went through to determine what exactly pressure was. So this is one young girl to get to her. She's like, no, my parents pressured me to be here. They told me I couldn't get any pocket money if I didn't do it. They laid down the law. So there was an interaction that happened. She's standing there, she's got her arms crossed, she's like toe tapping, nose up in the air. And during the conversation, she started to melt a little bit. The questions that he asked, she started to really have to think. She wasn't spitting the answers back anymore. She started to think. And there was a point, like it seemed like somebody walked through with
the closed captioning there said sexually. It's nothing sexual. That was a print.
A mirror. And I could see myself standing there with my mum, like, yeah, what do you want to know? Yeah, you just,
So this is great. So someone was saying I was pressured. My parents forced me to be here. And then that's how one of the ways that the forum works is Dale saw her own mom and her own self in this young lady that was raising her hand saying she felt pressured. So that's how the forum works is, wow, like I have this thing that my mom never knew that I felt, and maybe she didn't mean it that way or whatever, but
your lady did. And I could see
the point is you can see yourself in other people.
I've never seen me before. And I was sitting around, I was thinking there were people with a mirror, I am sure.
Yeah, holding up a mirror.
I had to see where this big mirror was. And in that moment, I started to like listen. Like I really started to listen, like, what's going on? There's some kind of magic here. This guy at the front, this Landmark forum leader.
Yeah, it's not magic. It's just millennia of information gathered written on clay tablets all the way to books, and now this.
During the course of 3 days, I contacted my father. I hadn't had any contact with him. I found him. I called my mum and I
hadn't been in contact with your father. That's and now you do have contact with the father, and whether or not you continue to have contact with him is up to you, but at least you can be, not having said something that you mean to say.
I'm like, I've been such a bitch with you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, right.
Wow. I'm just sitting here like after everything we just heard, my mouth was wet. You were apologizing to her.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for her. It's not for the mom. It's for Dale to be totally at peace with her mom.
Let's see what happens. So
That's
Okay.
what I mean. This is something happened to me.
Yeah.
So because I got a picture of myself, I never.
Yeah, I mean, nothing happened to you. You thought about your life, and this girl was saying that she was pressured by her parents, and that's all that happened. Nothing happened to you. You just saw yourself in someone else and humanity, and now you have way more peace of mind around your mom and freedom around your mom, and whether you have a relationship with her or not. It sounds like you do, actually.
What's going on out there?
Yep.
So this first view of myself was transformational. It was.
Wow, and she got that out of the probably the first day. That's incredible. At least that's what happened to with myself about my mom. Um, Transformational on the very first day. That's incredible. All right, hope you're on the best day ever. Peace out. Bye bye.